Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where the title is Everybody Has a Secret of this episode, but the person who's the secret is in this episode for 2 seconds at the end. Right?
Doesn't everybody? Wait, who had a secret?
Paige, I think.
Oh, I thought it was, Charmaine has a secret,
Oh,
which
that's
means now
true.
Jack has a secret.
So wait, are you telling me everybody has a secret?
Yeah. Brady has a secret because he's working for Calvin.
Okay, you're right.
Are we watching the same show?
Thank God you're the brains of this operation.
Oh my God. Like, what? Did you see my face? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say right now because that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. You're right.
And then I start questioning because I'm usually the one that has no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm like, what did I miss? Did I watch the wrong episode?
Oh, guys. I'm here. I'm Amy Archer. I'm here at my bestie Steph, and we're talking Virgin River. Steph, what's been going on?
Not a whole lot, dude. Just watching my Virgin River, watching my McBee Dynasty, pumping out soap and lotion,
What are you watching that is not Virgin River and McBee Dynasty? Like, are you watching anything just for fun?
I am rewatching Sex and the City right now.
Okay.
I'm also in the middle of another Gilmore Girls rewatch because I just restart that over and over again. It's like just there when I don't know what else to put on and I have to fall asleep.
I get it.
I'm watching Seeking Sister Wife, obviously.
Is it not the greatest show on television?
It's freaking great. Patrick and I started watching Outer Range again.
Okay, yeah, you were telling me about that.
Which is great. We restarted season 1 because I didn't remember a lot of it because it was a while ago, I feel like. So we're not through that yet, but we're rewatching season 1 of Outer Range. And
did you watch Dune 2 yet?
I don't even know what that is.
The movie Dune. Do you watch it? Does
Patrick
probably loves it?
I'm sure he does. So you can text him. I have no fucking idea what that's all about.
I'm going to text him right now.
You should.
On air. Hold on. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Patrick. Okay. We'll have an answer. I have a minute, Pat. We'll have an answer before the episode's over. What am I asking him? Have you watched Dune?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You just asked me. I've never even heard of it. I don't know what it is. This is awesome.
Okay, I have a text into him. Oh, he's like answering right away. Reading it right away.
Did he really? Yeah. Oh, he's probably
on lunch.
On lunch, yeah.
Guys, there's nothing more a teacher wants than some asshole texting them while they get 30 minutes to themselves in the middle of a day.
He's probably on lunch duty.
I text him. It looks like he's not responding.
What an asshole. He will.
Okay. All right. It's great. It did take us 3 nights to watch it because it's 2.5 hours. But
what is it about?
So Dune is like a science fiction property, and it's been remade a bunch of times. The last time I saw it was in the 80s when Sting was in it.
Oh, I mean, that I might watch.
And I also played Dune the video game, which was really cool. So they're like on this planet and spice is in the sand and that's how they kind of live. And it's a whole... Oh, he says, I haven't seen part 1 yet.
What? See?
I'm going to say, what are you doing with your life?
He's probably like printing labels, designing labels. I'm driving him fucking nuts.
He's probably operating your soap business, the design of it behind the scenes.
100%.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about this fucking town. Shall we?
Virgin River.
Are we ready?
Let's go.
Okay. So Virgin River season 1, episode 9, Everybody Has a Secret, which I guess is aptly named. So Mel is heading over to Jackson. They're all smiles because they banged it out last night.
Do you think they did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just that kiss.
Oh, do you think?
Because we didn't see him spend the night. They didn't
Do
wake
we
up
live
together.
in a world where people kiss really passionately and they're adults and they have nothing else to do, but they don't bang?
I mean, no.
That's never been my experience. Guys, come at us if you're not a slut and you don't make out with people and bang them right away.
If you're not a slut, I'm easy, but I'm no slut.
We are sex positive here. We are all sluts. Okay. So he invites her to dinner and she reluctantly agrees. Why are you reluctantly agreeing?
She's not ready for this.
Whatever.
Which makes no sense if you're based on the slut theory. If they've banged,
right.
Why would she not be ready to go to dinner? It's kind of like we're actually kind of talking about Patrick's and mine.
Yeah, we're kind of talking about Timmy and me. So Hope is also there. She's picking up Doc's breakfast. No, Mel is. And she's like, I'm fucking tired of Doc treating me like I'm some kind of assistant.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. So now Hope heads over to Doc's and she's like, I need the keys to your truck. I have an emergency in Clear River. That's how she talks. That's how she talks.
That's exactly how she
I need the keys to your truck, Vernon. Don't ask me why I have an emergency in Clear River.
You talk just like her. And then Jack comes in. He's like, what's wrong, Hope? Did you notice it? There were a couple times. There were a couple instances in this episode where he pulled out the rasp.
Okay. So
I can't get off.
So Doc tells Hope, mind your own fucking business. And Mel comes in and he gives Hope the keys and he's like, that woman is tenacious with a capital T.
She's like putting it nicely.
So now Hope wants to have a heart-to-heart about, why do I keep saying Hope? Her name is Mel.
I don't know.
What is wrong with me? So Mel wants to have a heart-to-heart about her future. And she says, if you want me to stay, I need to believe the work that I'm doing is important. And he's like, make me coffee and shut up. Oh, wait, I went into Bob Durst there. Hold on. Make me a coffee. So I don't know if you guys are listening to Tess and I covering the Jinx. Are you listening?
No, I haven't watched it. I want to watch it before I listen.
I have dialed in my Bob Durst impression. It's like, it's just like, he's on the stand and Lewin's saying to him, do you mind if I call you Mr. Durst, Robert? You can call me sir. It's like he's just real angry all the time. It's Bob.
Wow.
I love it so much.
I have to watch this.
The Jinx is fantastic. The Jinx is.
I need to watch it.
If you are into true crime, it's fantastic.
Of course I am.
Mm-hmm. So he says, make me coffee. And she's like, you need to respect me as much as I respect you, or this is not going to work. Now we see Preach.
I know. It's gross.
He's all worked up about Paige and he confides in Jack. And Jack is like, well, ask her? Just because she's going by a fake name and not telling you anything doesn't mean she's a liar. Like, we don't know what's happened. Give the girl a break.
Who thinks like that?
I think I said the same exact thing a few episodes ago. I was like, we never know why people hide their identities. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, if I found a fake ID, I would be all over that shit. I would have figured it out in seconds because I'm a psycho like that.
Well, he's not used Google, remember. He's taken to the Bing, so it's going to take him a little bit longer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. I remember that.
So Jack takes time out of his busy day. He's literally like running around the restaurant, trying to restaurant things. Mm-hmm. And he has to talk Ricky through like a middle school dilemma.
Oh, Ricky,
go ask your grandmother.
Seriously.
She'll give you some advice. Ricky likes Emily, Steph. He likes Emily, a popular girl in school.
I know.
And Jack is like, you got to ask her out and you got to grab her ass and throw her against the locker.
Yikes. Wow. But that's not going to go well, Ricky. Don't do that.
No, do not do that.
Do not do that.
That
Ricky.
was just because boys did that to us in middle school.
That's right. Ew, I know. I have so many stories. Ugh.
I know. Hope arrives in Clear River and she gives Charmaine the note back. She's like, I don't want it. You take it.
And Hope,
you take it. Hot potato.
Dude, come on. And again, Charmaine, why would you give Hope a letter that's not sealed, you fucking idiot,
Why
and then
would you write
question.
this in a letter?
But
this is so fucking soap opera. This is so Days of Our Lives 1988.
No, but it would have been fine had she written the letter and just left the shit on his porch.
This is like real niche reference here, and only a few people are going to get it. But this would be like Marlena giving Celeste a note that says, "I'm pregnant with Stefano's baby," and thinking Celeste is not going to read that note. Or it's like Marlena handing it right to Stefano and being like, "Can you give John Black this note that I'm pregnant with his child?" No,
the whole thing is absurd.
No.
It's absurd. It's absurd.
It's absurd. So Charmaine's like, "Look, I don't give a fuck what you do with the letter, but I don't want it back. I should have broken up with Jack a long time ago." And I'm like, dude, just call him up, text him, be like, "I'm pregnant."
I know.
Send the message.
Text him. Or before I forget, this was the first time I noticed that there was a name on the window of her salon. Did you see it?
I did, but I didn't.
And I think it was like
take time looking at
Winky, or it looked like it said Winky. I couldn't tell because I kept trying to pause and like read what real fast what it was saying.
Maybe she works at Winky's.
And then I also noticed when Hope came in the door, there was like a whole nail salon on the other side. We've never seen that.
Yeah, we've never seen that. Who's working there?
Yeah, who is working there?
Because is Charmaine the kingpin here? Does she run this whole operation?
I couldn't figure it out because the way it sounds is that she owns and operates this salon, but
right, because she is the most coveted.
Well, she's the most sought after stylist.
Sought after. Sorry.
Yeah, sought after. And Clear River and Virgin River. So
in all the rivers.
In all the rivers. Even the Lackawanna.
So Hope is now back at Jack's. She's like, "I got to talk to you, dude." Hope just has to unburden herself. "Jack, I have to talk to you. Jack, I have to talk to you." And he's like, "I can't talk.
Hope.
I can't talk. I'm taking Mel out. She's like, "This can't wait." And he goes, "Okay, meet me in my office in 10 minutes. So finally she gives Jack the letter and he can't read it. He's too busy.
Would you? I would have read that letter. Who just puts it aside?
There's not a world in which I break up with someone and it's contentious. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, Patrick has written back. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Patrick has written back. "I miss Sting." See, he knew Sting was in the
he knows. Oh, he just texted me now too. Wait.
He knows Dune. I'm telling you. He's probably going to say, "Can we watch Dune 2 tonight?"
He said, "Check your email."
Oh, boring.
Yeah, get out of here. I have stuff to do, sir.
I want to call your attention to something.
Do it.
We are literally here talking about how there's no way on earth if our ex-boyfriend gave us a letter that we would not read it. While your husband texts you and says, "I sent you an email," and you said, "I'll read it later." And
I only read it because you told me to.
So maybe we can't judge Jack too harshly.
Wow.
Maybe Jack is like, "I'm busy. I don't have time for this right now."
I just did that.
You just did it.
But would I have read a handwritten note
from an ex?
I mean,
I think that's a difference. Like with Patrick, you're assuming it's business related or household related or, whatever.
Yes. If he said, "I sent you an emergency message."
No. If he broke up with you and then I came over and I'm like, "Here's a note from Patrick," you would read it.
Yes.
You would read it.
I think I would read it.
You would.
I want to say I would, but I just proved my own self wrong.
That was great. All right, guys. So now we have this whole scene with this clinic. Okay, we're at the clinic and we got someone watched Aaron Brockovich before they wrote this script. Okay.
I have so many thoughts on this.
Family rushes in. Should we act this out?
Okay.
All right. Who do you want to be? I want to be the kid.
Oh, I knew you were going to want to be the kid.
Can you be Mel and Doc? And I'll be the kid and the entire family.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm the dad first. Doc, I have an emergency. Annabelle's coughing.
I got this. Mel, get in here. Get in here, you fucking loser, Mel. I just hired you full time. Oh my God, they can't breathe. I'm listening to your heart. What's wrong? You're all sick. Are you puking too? Mother, are you sick?
Hold on, I'm trying not to laugh.
They can't breathe. I think they've been poisoned.
I think I'm dying. I think I'm dying. I
think we need to get them to the hospital. I'm going to carry everyone on my back right now. You get the car. Move. And scene.
Wait a second. Did you hear Dad say I can't even urinate?
No. And now I feel like I'm going to pee my pants. I hate us. The one person listening to this just deleted, just removed us from their downloads.
All right. Okay. So this family's in a bad way. And like I said, they've been Aaron Brockoviched. They've been poisoned by their community. So Mel and Doc have a meeting. They're like, something's going on here. Oh my God, this is really bad. And Mom's like, I've been feeling sick. And Doc's like, you've all been poisoned.
How? Okay. Do we want to get all right? Let's finish that. We need to talk about this.
Mel says this girl needs to get to a hospital ASAP, and Doc's like, "We're taking them ourselves." Jeb, bring your truck around, and they throw everybody in the bed of this truck.
Yeah, and they just go.
Take off. On the way there, Doc figures out that it's my man Calvin, his pesticides that he's using for the grow farm,
you guys,
is poisoning his family's water supply.
This is where we need to stop. Full stop.
Okay.
How on God's I don't even know. I don't even have the words. How did he figure that out? And then,
well, like I said, he saw Aaron Brockovich.
Well, but
like a month ago for the first time, because film and popular culture takes 25 years to penetrate the Virgin River bubble. So he just saw it.
I know. Well, you're probably right about that part, but he's
like, Hope, there's this new actress on the scene, Julia. What's her last name? Roberts. Julia Roberts. And she was in this movie, Aaron Brockovich. It was so good. And Hope's like, I saw her. I don't need to see any other movies with her in them. I saw a Pretty Woman last week in the theater. Your hope is so good. I'm like literally crying tears.
Anyway. But wait a minute. My first thought was, they have like carbon monoxide poisoning.
That was mine too. Yes.
But who immediately rushes to insecticide poisoning? Wouldn't you first be like,
well, first of all,
and he solved it while driving and then tells when he gets there.
Here's what I think happened. First, he started asking about, they figured out pretty quickly that it was a toxin because of the vomiting.
Right.
So then they're like, what's going on your water supply? Because they're not hooked up to the town water. So they have their own well. So he's like, okay, it must be something getting into the water supply. And then you figure out who's uphill, who's upriver from them.
I understand.
It's my man up there making moves.
I understand all of this. It's Gargamel. I get it.
How dare you?
But how did Doc? Doc wouldn't have figured this out that fast. Yeah, but my favorite part is that he shows up. They get there. The doctors are waiting in the ambulance room, like, everyone's waiting. Stop, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, family, 32-year-old male, blah, 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 poisoning. And I'm like, you don't know that for certain, asshole. You can't just say that. And they're like, Mel's shooting them up with shit in the fucking ride over there. Like, what?
My favorite part is they come barreling into that parking lot. And I swear to God, it was like he just threw them out and didn't even stop the car. Then they get inside. And you're right. They're doing like, male, stat, 32, blah, 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 blah. And then the girl squeezes Mel's hand. And Mel's like, you're going to be okay, Annabelle. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Mel's there because her mother's not. No, her mother's on the other side of her.
I know.
She just doesn't even want her mother. She's like, Mel, save me. Okay, whatever.
Okay. It's crazy.
So they're at the hospital.
So here's what I'm saying, though. Before I need to finish. We need to get Doc on an episode of like Mystery Diagnosis. Because he's able to figure this shit out real fast. That's all I was saying.
He has a script.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Right. Next.
So Doc now says, I think I need to go to the camp and talk with Calvin. He doesn't like Calvin, but he's doing it for the workers. His workers deserve a decent set of healthcare items.
I guess. I mean, Doc's taking care of all of them for free. So what the hell?
Then he tells Mel, you were great back there. What does that feel like? There's a movie where somebody says, "You were really great back there."
It's Dirty Dancing, isn't it?
Thank you.
Of
Thank
course I
you.
know. It's
You were
Dirty
wonderful up there
Dancing.
tonight. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You're right. You're right.
Of course.
Oh, no. It's when I know when it is. It's when he goes, when Baby runs and gets her father.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "You were
You
really
were
great
really
in
great
there with Penny."
Yes.
Yes. And Dr. Hausman says, "Fuck off, Johnny, you trash." And he walks past him.
So good.
And then Baby's like, "Nobody talks to Johnny like that." I don't know. Then they fuck. I just summed up Dirty Dancing for everybody.
Best movie ever.
That is such a good movie. Oh my God.
Do you know my dad loved that movie?
I get it.
He would call me every time it was on and I would put it on. It was just great. He loved Pretty Woman too, though. Both of which we've spoken about in this podcast.
That's interesting. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So now Doc and Mel have a talk about her stay, and he's like, "That LA hospital must have hated to lose you." And she's like, "I needed a change, past trauma, past trauma." And he says, "Well, will you stay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll stay." And they shake hands. Now he runs to the vending machine, which apparently gives out lattes.
Didn't look that way by the looks of it. It was the same vending machine from the hospital in like 1978 when I wasn't even born.
I don't know anything about coffee. Like I know coffee.
Okay, I love coffee. Hit me.
So what is the difference between a latte and a coffee?
Okay,
is that the one that has milk?
A latte has foamed, like the foamy milk in it. And I believe it has sometimes like a shot of espresso, because I usually get a shot of espresso in my latte, and then it's mostly foamed milk.
Okay, I got you. All right.
So
because when I go to Dunkin', I never know what to order. I just get a coffee.
Well, because you wouldn't order anything else at Dunkin'. That crap is gross.
Yeah, my kids come home with all sorts of.
I know. I feel like Dunkin' has turned into. Dunkin', I feel like has turned into like the younger people's coffee.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I don't either. But like,
me.
I'm more into.
I'm like, can I have an Americano? Can I have a Santa? No, what is it? Sanka. Can I have some Sanka?
A Santa. Do you want him in a red velvet suit or a green velvet suit?
Can I have some Sanka? Can I have some Folgers, please? With a little bit of half and half.
See, my thing is I love a good, strong coffee. Like, I'm a coffee snob. I can't drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Can I tell you how weak I make my coffee?
Well, I would hate your coffee.
Weak. So we do 12 cups, full pot, right? I do 3 scoops. That's it. 3 scoops.
I do 1 scoop for like 1 cup of coffee.
Oof.
Ew.
Oof. No.
Yeah, you're just drinking piss water.
I'm just drinking brown water.
Brown water.
I'm drinking like from the water supply of Annabelle's.
Yes. Annabelle's coffee. That's what we're going to call it.
So he runs to the vending machine and now it's his turn for a big flashback. Yeah. And we see, because he sees someone telling them that their kid passed away. That's really sad.
It was sad. Well, did we know it was their kid?
We don't know, but we can assume, because remember he lost somebody's kid, like he talked about that young boy dying.
Ugh.
So Hope returns and she's got Jack on. Mel returns and she's got Jack on her porch.
Hope again.
Jack looks real fucking good in a sweater.
Amy.
Whoa.
Was it a sweater? Or was it a blazer? Because
no, it was a sweater. It was a sweater. I examined it thoroughly.
Good.
It was a sweater and he looked real good.
Yeah.
He cleans up nice.
He's hot, even when he's not cleaned up. He's a good looking man.
He's no Calvin, but he's,
Ew. Good lordy. Yeah.
So Mel looks really nice in her green dress.
She does. She's a really beautiful woman.
She is. And when you have red hair, you should know this. Green is a nice color
it's
on
my color.
It's the color, yeah.
Throw me in a green or a navy blue and I can pull that off.
Okay. So they head up to Eureka.
Eureka.
They walk on a pier and it's very cute.
It is very cute.
And he takes her to Arthur's, which has a Michelin star.
Yes.
And I wrote he cleans up real nice and he reads Kierkegaard. And they talk about philosophy. And it's kind of hot.
It was hot.
It reminds me of Pa used to read all the poets and stuff
on
Little House.
Yeah.
So They talk about free will versus fate. I just feel like they laid this on a little thick.
A little bit.
They close down the restaurant and then they go for a walk and someone.
Oh, no.
Okay. I want to go into this writer's room and just start punching people right in the arm.
No.
I don't want to harm them in the face. Why are you doing this? It's nighttime at the marina and someone's playing taps in the distance and he has a flashback of Lonigan. Like, why?
The flashbacks make me crazy.
We don't need the flashbacks. I told you guys how we can handle this.
You guys didn't listen last week, but we get a flashback from everyone. Everyone flashes back in this show. I don't understand.
No.
Can't we just live in real time?
And we don't need the constant reminder that Jack is tortured. We just had a flashback like last episode. We don't need another one this episode.
We get them a lot. Get used to them. Get used to them, everybody.
So he walks her to her door. They go home. He walks her to her door and they kiss. And she's like, I need to take things slowly. I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah.
You can't put that, what is it? You can't put the genie back in the bottle.
I mean, or the snake back in the whatever.
He agrees he's going to come over in the morning for pancakes because Jack just lives a life of leisure.
I mean,
the restaurant takes care of itself.
It does, but also, would it be weird to invite? Like, isn't that weird? Like, would you invite Timmy over to like watch you build something?
Paying me. What are you talking about? Come on.
No, but I mean, if he owns a restaurant and he's a cook, why would you invite him over to cook? Like, I wouldn't do that. I would be like,
you would want to go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not cooking for you.
What if it meant you had to see Preacher and Christopher?
Oh, that's a very good point. No. I guess my point is like that's what he does for a living. So I would feel like I wouldn't be able to do it as well as he could. I'd be intimidated by it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't you feel like that would be like you saying, Timmy, come on over and watch me put this engine together?
I would pay money for that YouTube video.
Yes.
Of me putting together engine on YouTube while Timmy watches.
Same.
Okay. So he agrees to come over. Inside, she has a flashback.
Because,
being told she needs to consider surrogacy, and Mark tells her he needs a break from the fertility journey. This infertility stuff is really hard.
It is hard, but
it's hard to
Mark.
watch, and I feel really bad for them.
I feel bad for them too, but I can hate Mark because he irritates me.
Mark's irritating. But Mark brings up a good point that I think a lot of couples reach is when you're like, it consumes you, right?
Yeah. I mean, I am lucky that I've never had to experience that. But of course, we all know someone that has.
Of course. And we know couples who've done it for years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
And I think you just get to a point where you're like, I got to stop thinking about this.
Yeah.
Like, this can't become our whole identity as a couple. Yeah. It's very heartbreaking. So she curls up and goes to bed while Jack heads back to the bar and reads Charmaine's letter. And we see, I'm preggo. Whoa. Now, guys, mark this down. Season 1, episode 9. Because she doesn't have the babies till season 6. I'm not lying. Or season 5? No, was it 6 or 5? What did we cover?
5. I think it's 5.
She doesn't have the babies, guys. When did this air?
What was it, like 2019 or something? 2020? 2018. I'm looking. Now I'm making shit up.
Season 1, episode 9, aired on December 6, 2019.
It was close. I said
and she had those babies in 2023.
Yeah.
Not
4
lying,
fucking
guys.
years. Worse than an elephant.
It's worse than Caroline Ingalls' pregnancy when she was pregnant with Rose. Not Rose. Laura was pregnant with Rose. And no, I'm sorry. It's worse than Laura's pregnancy. Caroline thought she was pregnant and she wasn't.
Yeah, it was just the menopause.
Okay.
Just the menopause, Ma.
Meanwhile, the bar is falling apart while all this is happening. Okay, now we have this. We're going to move to the subplot that happened. So the bar is falling apart. Brady's eating out of pots in the back in the kitchen, and he refuses to clean the men's room. He's like, fuck off, everybody.
He's like, I'm not doing the Charlie work.
No, he's not doing Charlie work. No way. So they get into it, and Preach throws a real low blow, and he's like, Lonigan is dead because of you, motherfucker.
Oh, you know what, Preacher? And that very well may be true. I don't know. I just know that anything that comes out of Preacher's mouth, I hate. It could
Agreed.
be, Stephanie, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in the whole world. And I would be like, fuck you, Preacher.
Right, because of his association with Christopher.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate him. He let Christopher touch the food at the mingle. No one cared. I'm still not over that.
Now we get a scene of Paige putting Christopher to bed. And someone knocks on the door and she grabs a gun like you do.
Like you do. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you're running from the police and you're changing your name, you're really Michelle, but you're Paige.
Now, did you think this scene was real cringy? Because Preacher, like, he's real aggressive here. He doesn't know how to take a cue.
Right. And he even stops the door from closing. Yes. I thought the same thing. Like no, sir.
Sir, you are like a 6 foot, built like a brick shithouse man. Yes. You do not physically put yourself in an aggressive stance with a little woman.
Who's a single mother.
Yeah, no, this was not cool.
And there's a young child and there's a Christopher in the house.
I mean, yeah.
But you know,
you could take him.
Whatever. But seriously,
well, let me read what happens and then we'll talk about how gross it is. So someone knocks on the door. She grabs a gun. It's Preach. And he's like, I need to speak to you. And she's like, oh, I'm busy. Can you come back? No, I need to speak with you. Oh, I got Christopher I'm putting to bed. Can you come back tomorrow? She just keeps making excuses and he won't leave. And then he puts his foot in the door so she can't close it. And he says, I know everything. I know you're Michelle, blah, blah, blah. And I want to help you. And she says, I'll come by tomorrow. And she closes the door. But like, how could he not have? It's real aggressive.
It's aggressive.
It's gross.
And I did not appreciate it at all, especially from this asshole who claims that he's, you know, better than everyone. And he's, you know, the moral compass of all things Virgin River. Fuck off. I didn't like this at all. I would have fucking punched him.
I agree. So now we see the end scene is Brady's in a dive bar and Jimmy walks in. I know what you're thinking. Am I attracted to Jimmy? No, just Calvin.
Yes, you are.
No, yes, I'm not. You are. Just Calvin.
Next week you will be. Subject to change, guys.
I hate myself.
The dirtier the guy, the hotter he is to Amy.
No. So he's here to tempt Brady into a life of crime.
I mean, doesn't take much.
You know,
the bar is set real low.
First of all, Jack is probably paying Brady what? $8 an hour under the table?
Oh, you think
10? Do you think 10?
I mean, I was thinking more like 20.
No.
It's the West Coast.
No, he's giving them $10 under the table. All it's right. Virgin River. I'd be like, go ahead, Brady. Go look for another job at another restaurant. Oh, right. There isn't one.
That's You're true. Here. That is true.
So Jimmy comes in. He's like, I'll pay you $50 an hour. You know? So then what's he going to do? He's got to turn to a life of crime.
Of course.
Man doesn't have a choice.
No. Shut up. I can't. Freaking Brady, man.
Brady where we leave it.
Brady will jump into anything that's bad news. I mean, bad news bears come to town. Brady's on there.
Did you see that Mel and Bree are starting a podcast?
I did.
Are they our competitors?
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you thought of that too. Do we need to reach out to them? Because I think we do. Backdoor friends, what do you think? Wouldn't you love to collaborate with them? That would be so much fun.
They would never.
No, you don't know.
They would never. I don't know if I want to.
Oh, I hate you. You always say that.
Because I don't like to fly too close to the sun, you know?
But you do. You just don't like to do it.
Yes, this is like Brennan. I don't know if I want to have Brennan on. I think, no.
I totally do.
No.
Yeah, I'm here for all of it.
Michael was one thing. Did Mary and Sarah, guys, we're talking about Married at First Sight. Did Mary and Sarah interview Emily yet?
I didn't see it.
Because I saw that they interviewed her and then she had she didn't charge her phone. So the recording was all lost.
Stop. Emily didn't charge her phone?
Yes. So her phone died in the middle of it. They couldn't get the files back. So they're trying to reschedule. But I'm wondering,
no.
I want to hear that interview. I want to hear that interview.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. That sucks. Now that's an interview I would not want to do. So kudos to
Kuda and Mare Bear.
Kuda and Mare Bear, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So next is season 1, episode 10, Unexpected Endings.
Whoa!
Charmaine tells a stunned Jack to make a decision, while Mel is left reeling and Hope is filled with guilt.
Oh, fuck off, Hope.
I'm filled with guilt, Doc!
Give me the keys to your car!
And Paige opens up to Preacher. Guys, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to catch Steph and I right here when we're covering McBee Dynasty.
Which is amazing.
Did you watch the new one? I didn't yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Nope.
Right, good. I can't watch too far ahead.
I can't either.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. I can't
it's killing me that like we're only able to watch one episode at a time. Like I want to just binge the entire thing.
Hell yeah.
But we'll get there.
I know. I'm with you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your support. If you enjoy us, please leave us a 5-star review and follow us on Instagram at Little Miss Recap.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Love your mouths.